I've lived in Hong Kong my whole life. I've lived here for 23 years.
I've been in Hong Kong since 1996 when I was born.
I was born and raised in Hong Kong.
我喺香港土生土長啦，而家都37歲啦，所以成世人喺度啦已經。
I was born in Manila and then raised in Hong Kong.
我喺香港有25年，即係由我出世到而家都一直喺香港，好融入呢個社會。你中意佢哋嘅文化，而你去到邊你都係會係諗起香港。
Someone who was born and raised in Hong Kong and grew up and educated in the culture and the society.
我諗其實好多人佢哋可能表面上第一眼見到我就未必會即刻諗哦香港人，但係我好肯定、好有信心，你認識我少少之後咧，會覺得自己人嚟嘅。
There are times where I get passed by because of the way I look, but then when I start speaking to them, because I'm not fluent in Cantonese, then they start turning to a different face. Like when I tell them I'm Filipino, then they would assume that something like, oh, is your mom a domestic helper?
How the mass media represents us. I think there's sometimes over-representation of the non-ethnic minority committing crimes in the local media. Like they'll continuously highlight our ethnic background, which is not a good thing. I mean, no one is like prone to commit crimes, right? There was this time, I saw a news I was in the MTR station, so there was these two ladies talking, and there was a news about ethnic minority. I think maybe he'd steal something from the 7-Eleven or something. But then when they saw the news, they were like, like I heard those terms, I'm like, you don't have to generalize like the whole minority in one. It's not our fault, right? We're trying to contribute into the society. So I think these are the areas that the government can work on how to portray us in a better way. I mean, we actually like belong to the same human race. It's not like we're prone to committing crimes, or we're trying our best to contribute to this society. And even the locals, they need to realize that they should also take one step forward to accept us and acknowledge us if we're willing to learn their culture, learn their language.
我以前會講笑就係話每一次出門口都會預多5分鐘嘅，因為我就預咗嗰5分鐘係俾啲差佬查我身份證㗎。即係我啲 friend 同我行啊嗰啲嘢咧，佢就冇乜嘢啦。咁我一行覺得唔使驚，我 buffer 咗㗎啦，慢慢查啦咁樣。咁我講笑嘅啫，但係我覺得好多人就係第一眼見到你。例如話派傳單咁樣，佢可能派俾我啲華裔朋友，但係見到我覺得都唔識睇㗎啦，佢照俾我都得㗎咁樣，呢啲咁嘅嘢咯。
我覺咁呢個唔係我自己嘅經驗啦，但係有一張，即係有一次係我係睇緊個電話，咁就見到一張尋人啟事，張尋人啟事就用英文寫嘅，咁張啟事就講緊我哋有一個女仔就唔見咗。咁就有形容佢啦，咁去到有一咩 point 令到我咁嬲，就係講緊佢膚色啦。佢哋所謂佢哋點樣形容嗰個女仔咧？個膚色係話佢 black complexion， 但係你睇翻佢個樣，佢其實係仲白過我。即係我覺得呢個係一種嘅 ignorance， 即係唔想去融入，唔想了解我哋，就用單呢個字嚟到去代表晒所有人，我哋所有人。但其實中國人你哋都有唔同嘅膚色㗎嘛，香港人都有唔同嘅膚色㗎嘛，咁我哋都有㗎嘛。你冇理由用一個顏色嚟形容所有人咯。
The worst experience I had in terms of racism was with the cops. In all honesty, it was pretty intense. I was with a couple of my friends, and most of them were Chinese, and one of the officers went up to a girl I was speaking to at that time, and he asked her if I was bothering her, which made everything very weird. And I didn't understand where it was coming from, or why it would even come out, or why he would even do something like that, because I was with them. Like, I wasn't with anybody else. I was only talking to those few people, and those cops were there for a while. They were standing there for 10 minutes, and I guess that whole time they were observing us in a way, but I never knew why. And it got very hostile in between. my friends started shouting and arguing with them, asking why they would do it, but they couldn't give a straight answer or they would just turn away. But they wouldn't let us go for some reason. After that, it got even more intense because we were being hostile back. And we started getting checked. And out of everyone there, I was the only one that got full body checked. Like I had to like take off my clothes and everything.
Because ethically, I'm Indian, but culturally, I'm a Hong Kong person. Like, culture is defined by the society you're brought up in and you're educated in. So, since I was born and raised here, Hong Kong is like a part of my culture, and so that's why I can't see myself relating to anything else other than a Hong Kong person.
其實你去到邊都有好多人會佢個 impression 係改變唔到噶啦，即係佢點樣睇你咧，你改變唔到，咁我只可以改變我嘅反應。咁不如我就唔好日日都覺得，哎呀又係咁又係咁，不如開心啲覺得係啊，佢會問噶啦 ，FAQ 啊嘛，我知噶啦，都係問嗰啲噶啦，係咪我唔識做瑜伽嘅，你唔使問啦咁樣，即係呢啲咁嘅嘢咯。咁我覺得 at the end of the day 真係睇自己個心態，所以我係都好 proud of 香港，亦都覺得好多香港人都開始個睇嘢就闊咗好多啦，即係佢開始覺得其實香港人唔再係話膚色係一個心態咯。